Right.
I'm set here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
Oops.
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Wiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Wiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Welcome to GizFiz PM. Whoa! Amazing. I guess it was the cat who's going to be 18. Yeah, I think cats go a little longer than doggies. Oh my God! Hoots, whistles, kazoos. Becky, queen of the kazoos. Okay, so we're going to go into match game from George Davis. Hopefully Radio Rod will join us. He emailed me during the week that he had ironed out all his tech problems. And I said, well, you are chat room celebrity of the week, so you better show up, Radio Rod. Because I almost went to that concert myself. And then I thought, no, Radio Rod's going to come into the chat room and say, oh, I was ready, and now he stood me up. So I'm here. All right, so match game, and then we have a Yearn to Learn theater if there's time. But we have 50 minutes for the show, so I think there will be time. Okay, match game from George Davis. Michael's surprising his wife, a retired Olympic judge, with a special dinner for their 25th anniversary. After placing the meal on the table, his wife gets up and blanks. Michael surprising his wife, a retired Olympic judge, with a special dinner for their 25th anniversary. After placing the meal on the table, she gets up and blanks. Shoots some steroids. Oh, pole vault. So that's funny. Swan dives into the soup. Files for divorce. Booze. Performs a double axel. Fires to start a pistol. Stands on the podium. Holds up a sign with the number 7. Okay. A lot of numbers. Rates it with a 9. Boycotts the meal, says Oka 86. Does the entire opening by Russia. Okay, Michael surprising his wife, a retired Olympic judge, a special dinner. After he places the meal on the table, she gets up and Alex gets up and passes the torch. Oh, that's excellent. And Kara gets up and... Kara?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, she missed the question.
She missed the
Quickly,
question. Okay.
Cows.
Cow. It doesn't sell cow. She doesn't sell cow.
What is she saying?
I have no
don't
idea
know.
what's
She
going on.
Kara said she does a sow cow.
Sow cow.
She does a kowtow. All right, let's see what George... Let's go to George's answer. Michael surprised his wife, retired Olympic judge, puts the meal on the table. She gets up and pulls out a large card saying 10. So chat room, we will match everybody with a number with George, okay? Because that's the area he was going in. Question 2. John saw how bad the Uber car's condition was when it pulled up. These are not match game questions. These are novels. George saw how bad the Uber car's condition was when he pulled up. Oh, no. He started to worry when he noticed what the statue on the dashboard was wearing. It was a blank. Put the shortness a little. Okay, a terrible Uber car pulled up. John looked and started to worry when he saw the statue on the dashboard was wearing a blank. Crash helmet, hula skirt, a smile. Oh, PJs. That's funny. Life jacket, bikini, a blindfold, a duck suit, underwear over its head. All right. Dirty slacks and a button-up shirt with holes in it. A gas mask, a bulletproof vest. Okay, these are good. Helmet, a condom. Wow. A straitjacket, camouflage. All right. John saw how bad the Uber car was when it pulled up. Started to worry when he saw the statue on the dashboard was wearing a blank. Alex, you said an arm sling. Good. And Kara said a bulletproof vest. Kara matched someone in the chat room. And let me see. George Davis said the car pulled up. He noticed the statue on the dashboard was wearing a crash helmet, matching many people in the chat room. Okay. Mary's stepdaughter, 6-year-old Betty, was told to clean up the silverware. By mistake, she put the silverware in blank. Mary's stepdaughter, not her daughter. This was a stepdaughter from a previous marriage from a salesman in Dubuque, Iowa. Okay, just adding that so that you can refine your answer. Mary's stepdaughter, 6-year-old Betty, was told to clean up the silverware. By mistake, Betty put the silverware in blank. Acid in... Oh, that's funny. She accidentally put the silverware in her purse and left. In the washing machine. In the toilet. Trash compactor. Washing machine. Bird cage. The clothes washing machine. In the bathtub. In an eBay listing. Oh, that's very funny. How do you accidentally put silverware in an eBay listing? In the cat litter. Okay, Alex. Mary's stepdaughter, you know her. Betty told her to clean up the silverware. By mistake, she put the silverware in the hamper. Okay, and Kara said in the garbage. All right, not quite what George had, but many matches George. George's answer was she accidentally put the silverware in the garbage disposal unit. Okay. A separate question about silverware. So I was on a flight, and you know I have 500,000 miles, so I always go first now. I was eating dinner, and I picked up my knife, and the knife picked up a fork. And I tried all the other pieces of silverware, and everything was magnetized. All right, so who knows why all the silverware in first was magnetized? Any guesses? Alex, you have any idea why?
Is this one of George's questions?
No, it's not. No, this is a question. Why would the silver? Oh, that metal tray so they don't fall. No. They don't want you to steal them. Turbulence, magnetometer.
Oh, is this in your boat?
No, on a United flight.
Oh, on a flight. Oh.
On a United flight in first class, I picked up a fork and the knife came up with it. And playing with the utensils, I realized all the utensils were magnetized.
So it's easier to clean up.
Well, in a way. Okay, so I said to this student, I said, why is all the silverware magnetized? And they said, because when they send the garbage off the airplane, They run all the garbage through a giant magnetizing machine, which actually pulls all the silverware accidentally thrown away out of the garbage. And over time, the silverware becomes magnetized.
So does that mean that normally they just throw the silverware in the trash and put everything together and make it easier?
Probably. You know what? They just might take all the trays and just dump them into a bag and let the magnet pick out the silverware. It saves them time. Okay, now we're back to George's questions. And this one's on the short side. You can almost be sure Kevin is a plumber by looking at the hood ornament on his car. It's a blank. You can be sure that Kevin is a plumber by looking at the hood ornament on his car. It's a blank. I suddenly realized I should play. It's a statue of Mario. It's the Langston 7-inch wrench. It's a $sign. A Drano can. Oh, that's very funny. It's a boat. Putty. Full moon. Oh, okay. It's a leek plant leaf. That's very funny. A Roto-Rooter. Monkey wrench. A plumb bob flaming torch. The S-curve in a sink drain. Toilet plunger. A butt crack. A pipe dope can. Surgical mask, a large bill. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alex, you said, Kevin's a plumber looking at the hood ornament on his car. It's a blank. A butt crack. And Kara said butt crack. Okay. I matched a few people in the chat room. I said it is a large bill with a $sign. Okay. Oh, George said it's a plunger and lots of plunges. Golden plunger from Matron 3000. Good answers there. All right. Our final match game question from George. We're back to a novel question. A nearsighted cab driver picks up Jim and his super ultra thin skinny wife to go to the airport. That's half the question. On arrival, the cabbie says to Jim, "Don't forget to take your blank." Okay. A nearsighted cab driver picks up Jim and his super ultra thin wife to go to the airport. On arrival, the cabbie says to Jim, "Don't forget to take your blank." Toothpick, thermometer, these are good. Flagpole, oh, very good. Broom, twiggy, walking stick, umbrella, ski pole, pin-up picture. All right. It was a long question, but everybody's getting it. Don't forget to take your Slim Jim, your giraffe, golf clubs, life-size Barbie doll, hockey stick, your Tiggy or Twiggy, needle. Oh, needle's good. Okay, guys. Nearsighted cab driver, ultra-thin, skinny wife to the airport. When they arrive, the cabbie says to Jim, "Don't forget to take your blank." And Alex, you said?
We can't think of anything.
We don't know.
We don't know. A baseball bat, pogo stick. You got several matches, George. He said, the cabbie said to Jim, "Don't forget to take your umbrella." Okay, she was so thin. The cab driver thought it was a pogo stick, a flagpole, an umbrella, a baseball bat, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for playing the game, says George. Have a great week. And thank you, George, for this week's match game questions. So we'll play a little logo, and then we'll do a Yearn to Learn theater. You got them, right?
It's the one that you sent, right?
Yeah. Okay, so someone already guessed what these were, right? Ta-da! All right, Jelly Bellies. All right, how many calories are there in one single Jelly Belly? How many calories are there in one 10,531 calorie, 24, a million. One too many, says Beatmaster. 60. It's all sugar, says Patterson, so 18 calories. 9 billion. Who can eat just one? 3, 4, about 4 people, I think, had the exact number. All our chat rooms are going at different, so I may not have seen them all. So, Alex, what is your guess? How many calories are in each Jelly Belly bean?
1.
1 Wow. Okay. And Kara?
4.
Okay. And the answer is 4. All right. Did you know that, Kara?
I count calories a lot.
Oh, do you? Oh, you actually knew that?
I didn't know. I guessed, but I count a lot of candy calories. And I do that. I find out how much each one is, and I figured it's similar to probably like a Starburst.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that was excellent.
4.
The Jelly Belly. Oh, this is interesting. I never knew this. The Jelly Belly Candy Company sells irregular and misshaped beans that share a name with something that is a less than perfect. I'm not gonna tell you the rest because it makes it too easy. I will change it slightly. Jelly Belly sells their misshapen beans under a different name that has something to do with swimming. Okay, Jelly Belly sells misshaped beans under a term that has to do with swimming. Okay, that cleared it up. Retreads. And Alex, you know what it is?
I forgot what the name was, but I know of them.
Oh, okay. And Carol, do you know of them?
Of what? I wasn't listening.
Jelly Belly sells their misshapen beans under a different name used in swimming.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Okay. It is indeed belly flops. Belly flop. They actually should call them Jelly Belly flops, I think. Okay. Name. Oh, no, that's too hard. Name one of the flavors in their banana split recipe. Please, it'll take forever. You win $1,000. Okay. A chain of clothing stores with a tropical theme that's reflected in its name. A chain of clothing stores with a tropical theme reflected in its name. Old Navy. Oh, Banana Republic is close, but not what we want. Outlet Beans, that's funny. No, not Banana Republic. Oasis Dungarees. LL Beanies. Oh, that's very funny. Gazelle Republic. I love when the answers from previous questions come up. Gilligan's Underpants Store. Pineapple Nation. Money Wash Inc. Mosquito Junction. Several people have the right answer. Do you know what it is, Alex? Clothing store chain with a tropical theme reflected in its name.
I was going to say Banana Republic, but that's all I think.
Oh, okay. Kara, any thought other than Banana Republic?
No, I don't know.
Okay, chat room. About a third of you have it right. Tommy Bahama. I think Leo has a lot of Tommy Bahama shirts. What high-flying logo includes stars and a red aeronautical wing? Aeronautical wing. Oh, you should get this, Alex. A high-flying logo, stars, and a red aeronautical wing. Because had I not seen it on the card, I never would have gotten it. Cessna? No. No.
Describe it again.
High-flying logo, stars, and a red aeronautical wing. You know, I don't think I've ever seen this logo. Are we doing? No, it's all potluck. Santa Air, Lockheed, Planes R Us, Oceanic Airlines. No guess, Alex?
NASA, maybe.
Ta-da!
Really?
Yes.
Wow, good job.
Actually, can you find?
Beans?
No, it's potluck. Oh, I should have said that. I was leaving.
Yeah.
I was leaving.
Jelly bean related.
Leaving that question, that category. Flying Buffalo, Red Wing. Alex, let us take a look at the NASA logo, because I never. Although I don't know what to put the NASA logo on. The side of rock. Oh. Stars and a red aeronautical wing.
See, sort of.
Sort of.
It's
all
abstract.
right. I guess yeah, it is. I mean, I've seen that logo. And red stiff in the sky. How is there a wing in that? What automobile mascot first appeared in 1898 when tires were white, not black? It's a real shot in the dark. What automotive mascot? Clippy. What automotive mascot first appeared in 1898? Back when tires were white, not black. Mr. Clean, Kugat's Poodle, Michelin Man, Tony the Tiger, Cloris Leachman, Microsoft Bob. That is not a wing. That's a drawing compass. All right. Any guesses out there? Mascot first appeared in 1898 when tires were white, not black.
Oh, you're asking us?
Yeah.
Oh, you said out there. I don't know.
Oh, out there. Yeah, in Petaluma.
Yeah. Michelin Man?
And Kara?
He stole my answer.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, you're both right. It was not the Stave Puff Marshmallow Man. Okay.
Hold on, Dick. We got a sponsor coming up.
Oh, okay. Good.
There we go.
Dallas, Oregon. Who introduced the radial tire?
He did.
Hey, Lexington, Kentucky. Who makes only radial tires?
He does.
He's the Michelin Man. And at Michelin, we put you first. That's why we won't make a second-best tire. Because the only thing more important than our tires are the people who ride on them. Hey, Independence, Missouri. Who's the fastest-growing tire company in America?
Michelin.
At Michelin, we put you first.
Was he a pile of tires?
I always thought he was a Marshmallow Man.
You know, that is one weird. I remember that image, but I'm suddenly thinking he must be made of tires. What the hell is that? All right, our final question in this potluck series. In the DreamWorks studio logo, what is the boy sitting on the crescent moon doing? Family-friendly show. Okay. DreamWorks logo. Little boy is sitting on a crescent moon. A white rubber. A rubber is white from trees. He's wishing on a star, picking his nose, fishing, fishing, fishing. Oh, look at, oh my gosh. That's a great shot. Rubber is the new white. Okay, do you guys know in DreamWorks logo,
Fishing?
little boy sitting on a crescent moon is?
Fishing.
Fishing, okay. And Kara, is that your answer too?
Yes.
Yes, they're a team out there now. Pointing lasers at airplanes. Peeking in neighbors' windows. Oh! Oh, very good. Very, very good. Fishing for compliments. Fishing for an Oscar. These are great. Mooning. All right. Okay. All right. We'll do our Yearn to Learn theater. And I forgot what it was, but we'll learn together. Planning on jumping. Watching a movie. We're still back at the logo. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Yearn to Learn theater. I love the music in these things.
Just before lunch one day, a puppet show was put on at school. It was called Mr. Bungle Goes to Lunch.
Oh, who hasn't gone to lunch with Mr. Bungle?
In the puppet show, Mr. Bungle came to the boys' room on his way to lunch. He looked at his hands. His hands were dirty, and his hair was messy. But Mr. Bungle didn't stop to wash his hands or comb his hair. He went right to lunch.
Oh, what?
Then, instead of getting into line at the lunchroom, Mr. Bungle pushed everyone aside and went right to the front. Even though this made the children laugh, no one thought that was a fair thing to do.
I'm not so sure about that.
Then, in the lunchroom, Mr. Bungle was so clumsy and impolite that he knocked over everything, and no one wanted to sit next to him. And when he finally knocked his own tray off the table, that was the end of the puppet show. The children knew that even though Mr. Bungle was funny to watch, he wouldn't be much fun to eat with.
And Mr. Bungle
Phil knew
got
that
knifed
Mr.
after
Bungle
lunch.
wouldn't have many friends. He wouldn't want to be like Mr. Bungle.
No, none of us
Later,
want to be
Miss
like.
Brown said it was time for the children who ate in the cafeteria to go to lunch. She hoped there weren't any Mr. Bungles in this room.
No, hey, get out of my way. I want to be first in line. Get out of here. Move.
Phil stopped to return a book to Miss Brown while his friends went on to the lunchroom. He would have to catch up with them later. On his way to catch up with his friends, Phil almost walked past the boys' room, but he stopped.
But then he
and thought,
remembered.
Were his hands clean? No, they were a little dirty. Phil remembered that Mr. Bungle didn't wash his hands.
Is he the only
Mr.
kid
Bungle's
who
hair
stopped?
was messy, too. Phil didn't want to be like Mr. Bungle.
And you don't have to worry
Inside the
about
boys'
pushing
room,
to the front
Phil
of the
was
line
surprised to see
because
some of his
there
friends
is no
washing their
line.
hands, too.
And there is no
Phil
food.
washed his hands well, with lots of soap.
Kids
Then he
are wasting an
rinsed the
awful
soap
lot of
off.
soap. And now lunchtime is over, so he can go
Phil dried
back
his
to
hands well,
class.
too. When he
Hungry,
was
but
finished,
with
he threw
clean
the paper
hands.
towel in the basket where it belonged. And then he made sure that his hair looked neat.
Then he shined his shoes.
Now,
Then he
Phil
stopped
and
at
his
the
friends were
local
ready for
cleaner
lunch.
and had his pants pressed. Now he's going home to change his underwear.
There was a line of children waiting to get into the lunchroom when Phil got there.
So he
He saw
pushed his
some
way to
boys
the
he knew
front
at the
since he
front of
was
the
so
line.
late.
They waved for him to go up to the front with them. But Phil didn't want to break into
No.
line as Mr. Bungle
No.
did.
No.
So Phil went to the end. That was the fair thing to do. He would see his other friends inside the lunchroom.
Even though there's no
The line
food
moved
left.
very fast, and soon Phil was inside.
Wait, this
First he
silverware's
picked up his tray.
magnetic.
Then he got his silverware.
I'm going to take some
He
home
put
for
his knife,
Mom.
fork, and spoon neatly on the tray.
Oh, wow.
And then he slid his tray along. He always enjoyed looking at the good food in the cafeteria. It tasted
But
good.
he knew it
and was good
tasted
for him,
awful.
too.
So he just looked.
Instead of having a sandwich today, Phil decided to take the hot lunch. Phil took
Mistake,
some bread
Bill.
and butter, too. And he knew what else he wanted, milk. But Alice took the last carton on the tray. Maybe
Alice,
there was
look
more
over
milk.
there, Alex.
So he said,
Alice?
"May I please have some milk?"
No.
Phil remembered to say, "May I?" and "please." That was very polite. Yes,
Wow.
there was more milk.
Here, take a whole tray, 'cause you're so good and your hair's neat and your
Phil
hands are
remembered
clean.
to say, "Thank you," when he took the carton of milk.
And then
Phil
he
had
took
good
another one,
manners.
but didn't say
He
thank
didn't want to
you.
be like Mr. Bungle in the lunchroom.
No.
Phil didn't want to forget his dessert. The cake looked delicious.
What, did he take a quarter of the
At
cake?
the end of the line, the lunchroom supervisor said she had noticed how polite Phil was, and she smiled at him.
And
She
she
wouldn't
gave him
smile at a Mr.
$20
Bungle.
change for a $1
Phil
bill.
went to the table where his friends were. He put his tray down carefully, pulled out his chair quietly, and sat down. He knew his friends wouldn't like a noisy Mr. Bungle at their table.
As a matter of fact,
There was
he
someone
hasn't
Phil
spoken
liked.
all term.
Freddie. He always brought his lunch from home. It looked good. Freddie had a sandwich, an apple, a cookie, and milk. Before Phil began to eat, he always put a napkin on his lap. So did Freddie.
How about saying grace to the
Everyone
table?
liked Freddie.
Hello?
He was very polite. For example, if he had food in his mouth when someone talked to him, he always took time
He
to
would say,
chew the
"Shut
food
up,
with
I
his
have
mouth
food in my
closed
mouth."
and swallow before he answered.
Sometimes
noticed
that
how
was
straight
10 to
and
20
tall
minutes.
Freddie usually sat. Freddie kept his feet on the floor, too.
Where else?
Phil would rather be like Freddie than like Mr. Bungle. Another polite person everyone liked was Alice. For example, when Alice sneezed, she covered her mouth and nose. This protected her friends at the table from any germs. While Phil and his friends ate, a boy ran past their table. You shouldn't run in the lunchroom.
No,
Only Mr.
you.
Bungle would do that.
Just for that, no food
Phil and his friends
all
wouldn't
week.
like to have a Mr. Bungle at their table. Then lunchtime wouldn't be as much fun as it is.
Oh, yeah, this
Phil
is a
ate
laugh
slowly
riot.
and enjoyed his lunch. Finally, he had eaten everything except his dessert. He saved his cake for last.
And then
Only
Kara
a Mr.
said,
Bungle
"Don't
would
eat
his
that, Bill.
dessert before he'd
That's
finished the rest of his lunch.
371 calories.
And Phil
I
wasn't
know."
a Mr. Bungle. The cake was good.
But you put your finger on it.
Phil drank his milk carefully. Some children are messy when they drink milk, but not Phil.
Not Bill. No, no, no.
As each of Phil's friends finished, they didn't leave the table, but waited for all the others to finish eating too. Phil was the last one done. He wiped his mouth and hands carefully with his napkin. Then he cleaned the table where he sat. He didn't want to leave his place at the table dirty.
He sanded the chair and
Everyone at the
varnished
table
it.
cleaned his own
Then he
place well.
scrubbed the floor.
But look at that table.
Came back later and
It
painted
was
the
left
walls.
very messy.
That's the kind of boy Bill
Bill
is.
thought a Mr. Bungle must have sat there. But Phil didn't want to be like Mr. Bungle.
No.
So he put his chair neatly into place. And his table looked fine. Not a piece
Even
of
though they
paper
threw
or
everything out
scrap
the
of
window.
food was left on it. No, Mr.
I think
Bungle
you should
sat
show this
here.
to the other people at Twit, Alex.
Phil's
Oh, I
friends were
know.
careful to put
I've
their
been in
waste
that
papers
kitchen.
and empty milk cartons where they belonged. In this way,
I've been-
they helped keep the lunchroom
Been
clean.
knocked down several times by Padre.
Phil was certain that Mr. Bungle
Speaking of
wouldn't put
Mr.
his
Bungle.
paper in the wastebasket and his empty carton on the milk tray. Mr. Bungle probably wouldn't bother to put his lunch tray in the right place either, but Phil and his
No.
friends did. Lunch was good today. And then Miss Brown told Phil and his friends how proud she was of them. They had left their table the neatest in the lunchroom.
Wow.
No one here was a Mr.
That's
Bungle.
going right on
and
your
no one
permanent
wanted to
record.
be. Are you like
Really
Mr. Bungle?
stupid in history and
Mr. Bungle
geography,
is
but
ashamed
boy, can
because
he clean up a
spoils
table.
lunchtime. Don't be like Mr. Bungle. Have good lunchtime manners, and lunch will be more fun for everyone.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bungle, for helping us understand what life is all about. So next time you go to a restaurant, look and see if the man who's cleaning your table doesn't look a lot like Bill. Okay? Because that scene where his career was going, the music is swell. 10 years later, Phil got hooked on the devil weed. Okay, so we're going to do some match game. 2 gold stars. After school, Phil and his friends were beaten up by Mr. Bungle. Davy says, Mr. Bungle had more girlfriends than Phil. Okay. Ta-dum-bum. Here's a very simple early match game question when they were not so involved. And probably brings very different answers if we ask it today as we are. Most new homes come equipped with blank. Most new homes come equipped with blank. Bum, 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 bum. Toilets. Mr. Bungle became a rock star. Dishwashers, USB outlets, electric ovens, indoor plumbing. I guess we have an older audience for this version of Match Game. Termites, swinger poles. That's very funny. A shotgun locker, tea bags, butlers, doors, podcast studio, a complimentary tub of butter. You guys are very funny. A very large property tax, NASA spy cams, fallout shelters. Okay, most new homes come equipped with, Alex, you said, indoor plumbing. You matched a lot of people. Kara, a toilet, even lower. All right, I think I matched 1 or 2 people. Come with Wi-Fi. Microwaves that turn into cameras. Very nice homes of the 60s used to have a Newtone intercom system. I remember that name, Newtone. I thought they only made doorbells, but I guess they did. A free subscription to Mad Magazine. Pre-infected LOT devices. Two-way mirrors. I don't know, chat room. You guys are pretty funny. Space aliens. All right, let's see if we can come up with family-friendly answers to this. Big Tom, the basketball player, was so tall. How tall was he? I hear the chat room saying in unison. Big Tom, the basketball player, was so tall, his wife only came up to his blank. Big Tom, the basketball player, there they are. How tall was he? How tall was he? Big Tom, the basketball player, was so tall, his wife only came up to his blank. Slow-mo, there are no answers to match game questions. It's whatever you want them to be. We have answers only for logo. Big Tom, the basketball player, was so tall, his wife only came up to his blank. Oh, okay. These are some good questions. That really being very good. Waist. Funny bone. Oh, that's funny. Ankle. Wow. Wow, that is a tall guy. Up to his belt. Up to his insurance policy. Foot arch. Oh, my answer was Wi-Fi. Sorry. But it doesn't make it a right answer. Ankles, only up to his wallet. All right. Alex, Big Tom, the basketball player, was so tall, his wife only came up to his ball. Okay. You matched. Many people in the chat room said basketball. Knees. I said belt buckle. Ta-da! His jelly belly. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Radio Rod never came into the room?
Yeah, I don't think so. Or at least I didn't see anything.
Radio Rod?
Next week.
We could do it. Next week. Okay. Radio Rod. All right. Bum, bum. All right. I happen to pick up a batch of very early match game questions, so they're all very short and very uncomplicated. John liked foreign blanks. John liked foreign blanks. No, I tried to assure Radio Rod that there is nothing to be afraid of in Chat Room Celebrity of the Week, because everybody is so happy that you're the Chat Room Celebrity of the Week and not them, that they don't dare say anything. John loved foreign blanks. Foreign foreigners, foreign wines, foreign people. Did no one match me? Oh, there we go. Okay. Foreign affairs. Oh, that's funny. Foreign tomatoes. Foreign brides. Foreign sounding food. Foreign legions. That's very funny. Foreign jelly beans. Movie. Oh, movies is an excellent answer. Alex, you said John loved foreign banks. Okay. And Kara said films. And I said foreign cars. I think we all matched somebody. Oh, cars. Webo 710. All right. Ta-da. Oh, you know what? I'll do one more. And then, Alex, you have to vam for 45 seconds while I run and get Charlie.
Oh, no.
Yes. All right. Ralph said to the theatrical agent, I've got a bizarre act. I stand in the center of the stage and set my blank on fire. Ralph said to the theatrical agent, how agent was he? To the theatrical agent, I have a bizarre act. I stand in the center of the stage and set my blank on fire. Oh, aristocrats. Body hair. Gazelle. Oh, fire extinguisher. That's funny. Pasta. Nose hair. My jelly bellies. You're getting a lot of mileage out of that. A lot of people that jelly bellies. My paycheck. My draft card. My congressman. I don't know where you come up with these, chat room, but I like them. Shoes. Balls. Note 7. Oh, that's very funny. You don't have to set that on fire. That does it for you automatically. All right, Kara. Ralph said to the agent, I've got a tremendous act for you. I stand in the center of the stage and set my blank on fire. My hair. Oh, that was you, Alex, or was that Kara? Oh, that was Kara? Alex, you said pants on fire, and I said hair. We matched. Brian Brushwood, my imaginary friend. Paula Poundstone. Anybody know who Paula Poundstone is? She's a comedian with a very quirky sense of humor. And one of the funniest things, I never forgot this joke. You know, you ever have someone tell a joke and you never forgot it? She's talking about her childhood, and she said her childhood was so sad and she was so lonely, she came up with 2 imaginary friends, and they would only play with each other. I think that's very funny. How sad was it? Okay, so Alex, you want to put your camera on yourself? You have
it's time for an intermission.
Oh, intermission. Okay, with some music?
Show starts in 8 minutes. Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack.
And the Charlie, the chat room is waiting for you. Thank you. I'm not going to have my headphones on, Alex. Mm-hmm. Okay, Charlie. All right, come on, look at your camera. Charlie Bear. Oh, boy, Charlie. Can you see the audience, Charlie? Can you hear? Charlie. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Right. That's great, Alex, to have that hanging around. Let's all go to the lobby. Charlie's a very happy dog. But I told you, Charlie is the most scary dog. Everything scares Charlie. He goes out in the yard, and if he walks by, we have ivy in the backyard down at the ground level. And if he walks by an ivy plant and it accidentally, goes with him and then snaps back, Charlie like freaks out. And he still has trouble with his water bowl. He thinks there's another dog in there. I have a big stainless steel water bowl. And he looks in to see if the other person is there, and then he's convinced. He doesn't lean too far in because then he sees himself. He's very funny. Yeah, high strung. There are rats in there. He does look scary to you. What? How happy is he? All right, chat room. So we're gonna end this. Version of GizFiz PM. GizFiz PM. I did meet Don Rickles. Goodson Todman was going to try and do something a little different, and they were going to do a game show with Don Rickles as the host. And so he came up to the office many days for run-throughs and stuff. And I don't even know if we did a pilot, because I think people were, I'm not sure. I guess people thought it was a little bit not against, but it was out of character for Goodson Todman shows, because in all the run-throughs, we would have not celebrities come in, because it was regular contestants. So we had some people come in as regular contestants to play the game. And, we had a big conference room, and that's where they tried out games. And, and so if a contestant got something wrong, he would, make tremendous fun of them. And I think after several run-throughs, they decided it really shouldn't be a Goodson Todman show. And I remember one lady who was one of the standby contestants said, "He won't make fun of me if I go up there, right?" I said, "Ma'am," I said, "that's what he does." I said, we can pass on using you, but if you go up there, he is going to make fun of you. So she didn't go up there. Stoic Squirrel, I love Rickles. Yes, exactly. Lady, have you seen his act? That's exactly right. Okay, so Chad and I are back to Thursdays, I think, for like at least the next month. And so hopefully you'll join us Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 here for Giz Wiz, and next Saturday for Giz Fiz. So this has been Giz Fiz PM. Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dennis Wonderland, Dick DeBartolo, Kara Cole, Alex Gumpel, Jammer B, Eric Duckman, Slow-Mo, Momsworth Lope, Plantasma, Patterson Subaru, Bill M.I., Osnet Zipdog Cool Breeze, Davey Production. Brought to you by Turtle Wax, new Turtle Wax for your cooking needs. Shine your food, shine your floor. And remember, after dinner, put those dishes away and wash that table. Remember, you saw Yearn to Learn Theater, and we hope you learn to yearn. Okay, till next week. Bye, everybody. I'll say bye from Dennis. Oh, that's great, Alex. Thanks, Alex. I love that ending. That was good.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Okay, take care. Bye, Kara.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Kara.
Bye.
Okay.